first and 10. Here's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Carr now on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. At a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Here's McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get get the football back. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Desmond King making the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First down, Raiders.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a throw here to his running back. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Las Vegas, first down.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. To the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed
under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
I think that factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Panthers nothing.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Corey Littleton. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
The 21-yard line. A 9-yard gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Carr. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a
touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Is in good to make it 7-3. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Add the game here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
And a look now at Nelson, who remains down. He appears to be shaken up a bit. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
The 6-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Richie James on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. DJ Moore, the Carolina offense, about to take over once again. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year.
3rd and 1.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
It's kind of smooth there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll run now with Gaskin, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense really pulled around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now.
A gain of 2. Brings up second.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Richie James, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. I think you... Agree, that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Goes for 24 yards.
Nice job there utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second down and goal. Carr And that's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers now set to take over offensively. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will take it across for the Panthers touchdown. From 4 yards out as they have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
That'll go as a loss of 5. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Panthers take over first at their own 29.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On a jet sweep, here comes Moore. Nice move at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This is Gaskin on the carry. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A 10-play drive that time. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Carr toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Remember the time look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here he is Here's the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe he starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
And he's taken down inside the 30. I'll tell you, there is no way to go from speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Here's Gaskin. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a run with McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him back. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now here come the Raiders. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Throwing again. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know.
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Fielded at the 33.
receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down in defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Now after the INT, it's Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. But the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Carr to throw again. And his pass incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And that will be incomplete. At this point, down big. You'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Makes the score Panthers 35, Raiders 20.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 37. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raiders heading out to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. And it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there, first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Again, it's Carr. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
From midfield, here's Carr. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
56.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.